Hello, everyone. Surprise. Decided to go live with a story today. Um, Decided just randomly out of nowhere. I was like, I just want to read a book. Like earlier, I thought I might do this. Thought I might do like pajamas with Mr. Wesner in pajamas reading a book. I don't know. I thought, but I'm dressed, ready to go. Thought, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go on here without any warning and just record this. And if nobody turns up, that looks like I got somebody watching. If nobody turns up to watch, so be it. No big deal. It's all out there for people to read, to people to listen to. But today I'm reading Play Ball, Amelia Bedelia. I'm going to put this on my Facebook page. So you can also, I put a link out there. So if anybody else wants to watch it, they can. But it's the story. It's just a short story. I have been reading Surviving the Applewhites. And I am going to read that again tonight at 6:30. But for right now, while I'm waiting for Governor Bashir to come on, I thought I'm going to read this. Play Ball, Amelia Bedelia. I'll put this out in the chat. This, I believe, is test number test number 6087. I believe so. If I'm wrong, you can check that in the down there in the comments. Don't forget, please like and subscribe to this page. Give it a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. If you know other people, share these things out. Share them. Go on the social websites. Put a link to this video out there. Share it with other people. I've got a ton of stories out there. I think I've done probably 20 of these videos since the whole quarantine has started, and I do one every day. Every day at 6:30, I do something. Right now, since the spring break for me, I've been doing the novel Surviving the Applewhites, which is great. But today, just Play Ball, Amelia Bedelia. So Play Ball, Amelia Bedelia by Peggy Parish. I found this book. This is an old book of my wife's. Copyright on this is 1972. Well, this is way before she was around. It's actually like 5 years before I was around, and I'm old. So here we go. Play Ball, Amelia Bedelia by Peggy Parish. See if I can hold these up so you can see a little bit. Amelia Bedelia walked by the baseball field. The Grizzlies team was there. I never saw such gloomy faces, said Amelia Bedelia. Did something terrible happen? We play the Tornadoes today, said Jimmy, and Donnie has the measles. There is no one to take his place, said Tom. Oh, how sad. What about me? Said Amelia Bedelia. You, the boy said. Great, but I don't know much about the game, said Amelia Bedelia. I'll explain it to you, said Tom. The idea of the game is to hit the ball and run to each of the bases. The other team tries to get the ball and tag you out, he said. That is easy enough, said Amelia Bedelia. Maybe we should warm her up at bat, said Bob. Good idea, said Tom. Amelia Bedelia, you hit the ball when Bob throws it. All right, she said. Bob pitched the ball, but Amelia Bedelia missed it. No, said Tom. You must step in to meet the ball. This can't go well. Let's see how this works out. Bob pitched the ball again, and Amelia Bedelia stepped in to meet it. Ouch, she said. This game hurts. Well, that's one way to get to first base, I guess. The boys taught Amelia Bedelia how to bat. Later, she said, all right, I'm warmed up. In fact, I am hot. Then be here at 2 o'clock, said Jimmy. The game starts then. Amelia Bedelia went home. She went right up to the attic. I know where there's a uniform here, said Amelia Bedelia. And there was one. Let's see what happens. She took a nip here and a tuck there. Soon that uniform was just right. That's done, said Amelia Bedelia. Now what should I do until it is time to go? Then she saw the cookie jar. It's empty, she said. Well, I will soon fix that. Amelia Bedelia put some of this and a bit of that into a bowl. Amelia Bedelia mixed and she rolled. Soon her cookies were all baked. Okay, let's look at her uniform she's wearing. I mean, Technically, it is a uniform. There now, she said. That's done. Amelia Bedelia looked at the clock. My goodness, she said. I better be on my way. Amelia Bedelia got her things and went to the ballpark. Here she is. Here's Amelia Bedelia, called the Grizzlies. Then let's play ball, said the Tornadoes. Well, looks like Captain Bedelia here. The Tornadoes are up first, said Tom. Amelia Bedelia, you stand here. Catch the ball if it comes your way, all right? She said. Batter up, called the pitcher. The pitcher threw the ball, and the batter hit it. He ran to first base. The Tornadoes look like they're fast anyway. Just look at the pictures. Get the ball, Amelia Bedelia, yelled Tom. Tag Jack before he gets to second base. I must have a tag in here somewhere, said Amelia Bedelia. She tagged Jack. Oh, no. Look, she tagged him. See, there's a tag. She put a tag on him. Another boy came up to bat. He hit the ball. The ball landed near Amelia Bedelia. Throw it to first base, yelled the boys. Put Dick out, said Amelia Bedelia. Threw the ball to first base. She looks like she's going to. I bet she literally throws it to first base. Then she ran and grabbed Dick. How far out do you want him? She called. Amelia Bedelia, shouted the boys. Put him down. Oh. She just doesn't know what she's doing. So Amelia Bedelia put Dick down. But you sure do change your minds fast, she said. You told me to put him out. Dick got back on first base, and the game went on. The next batter missed the ball. The catcher threw the ball to the pitcher. The pitcher missed it. Okay, what's going to happen now? But Amelia Bedelia caught it. Hurry, Amelia Bedelia, throw the ball, shouted the boys. Dick is trying to steal second base. Steal second base, said Amelia Bedelia. That's not nice. She is very literal, I'm telling you. And I have a feeling she's thinking he's going to take the base with him. Amelia Bedelia ran and picked up second base. It's all right now, fellas, she called. Second base is safe. For gosh sakes, Amelia Bedelia, said the boys. Put that back. Amelia Bedelia looked puzzled. But he was going to steal it, she said. It's all right to steal bases, said Tom. That's part of the game. Oh, said Amelia Bedelia. She was just protecting it. Remember, she doesn't know this game. Finally, the Tornadoes were out. They had made 2 runs. It was the Grizzlies' turn to bat. Tom was first. He struck out. Then Jimmy had his turn. He hit the ball hard. He made it to third base. Next, it was Bob's turn. He hit the ball. We'll see what happens. Pop fly, called the pitcher. I've got it. Pop fly, said Amelia Bedelia. I didn't hear anything pop. Then it was Amelia Bedelia's turn. Come on, Amelia Bedelia, said Bob. Make a base hit so Jimmy can come in. Which base should I hit? She asked. You know she's going to be literal. She's very literal about these things. You got to pay attention. Tom said, just hit that ball and run to first base. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. And that is just what she did. So she's hitting the ball. And she's going to run to first base. Jimmy scored for the Grizzlies. The team cheered. The next player struck out. The Tornadoes were at bat again. The score was Tornadoes 2, Grizzlies 1. The Grizzlies called a timeout. Amelia Bedelia is not very good in the field, said Jimmy. She gets all mixed up, said Tom. Maybe she should be catcher, said Bob. Well, maybe that'll help. And she's kind of confused. The boys turned to Amelia Bedelia. You be the catcher, said Jimmy. What do I do? She asked. Stand behind the batter and catch the ball, said Jimmy. Then throw it back to the pitcher. So Amelia Bedelia stood behind the batter. The pitcher threw the ball. The batter was about to hit it, but Amelia Bedelia pushed him out of the way. And Amelia Bedelia caught the ball. I got it, fellas, she called. The whole team groaned. The Tornadoes were very angry. Put her someplace else, they shouted. Put her way out. So the Grizzlies put Amelia Bedelia way out in the field. The game was not going well for the Grizzlies. The score was Tornadoes 8, Grizzlies 5. The Grizzlies were at bat. It was the last inning. They had 2 outs. The bases were loaded. Uh-oh. And Amelia Bedelia was at bat. The Grizzlies were worried. Please, Amelia Bedelia, they said. Please hit that ball hard. She could save them right here. Let's see. Amelia Bedelia swung at the first ball. She missed. She swung at the second ball, and again she missed. Strike 1, strike 2. Please, Amelia Bedelia, please, shouted the Grizzlies. Amelia Bedelia swung at the next ball, and oh, how she hit that ball. Run, Amelia Bedelia, run, yelled the boys. Run to first base. And Amelia Bedelia ran. Tom says stealing is all right, she said. So I'll just steal all the bases. I will make sure the Grizzlies win. Amelia Bedelia scooped up first base and second base and third base. Oh, no. Home, shouted the boys. Run home, Amelia Bedelia. Amelia Bedelia looked puzzled. But she did not stop running, and on her way, she scooped up home plate, too. The boys were too surprised to say a thing. Then Tom yelled, "We won! We won the game!" Amelia Bedelia, come back, shouted the boys. We won! But Amelia Bedelia was running too fast to hear. She did not stop until she reached home. Who didn't see that coming? I said run home, she's going to run home. That is a silly game, she said, having me run all the way home. Suddenly he heard a loud roar. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray for Amelia Bedelia! There were the Grizzlies. We won! The score was Grizzlies 9, Tornadoes 8, said Jimmy. You saved the game, Amelia Bedelia. I'm glad I could help you boys out, said Amelia Bedelia. It's kind of an interesting way to play the game. Maybe we should keep Amelia Bedelia on our team, said Bob. She could be our scorekeeper. I would be happy to keep your score, said Amelia Bedelia. I have a nice box with a lock on it. Your score would be safe with me. The boys laughed. You will never learn baseball, said Tom. Now can we please have our bases and home plate back? You sure can, said Amelia Bedelia. Amelia Bedelia went inside. She looked at home plate. Now, what kind of home would use a plate like that? Ugh, she said. But it isn't polite to return an empty plate. I will have to do something. Amelia Bedelia looked at the cookies. That's it, she said. Amelia Bedelia piled home plate with cookies. Here you are, fellows, she said. It's a different kind of plate. The boys quickly emptied home plate. Those are the best cookies I ever ate, said Jimmy. Maybe Amelia Bedelia will never learn baseball, said Tom, but she sure can cook. Hooray for Amelia Bedelia! Hooray for her cookies, said the boys. Then the boys went on their way. And Amelia Bedelia went in to bake. That cookie jar was empty again. Looks like she's more at home doing that. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that kind of little surprise story right there. It's kind of a fun one. If you like it, like I said, please share this. Please subscribe to this channel. Looks like we're going to be doing some fun things hopefully in the next week or so. I've got some things kind of coming in. So other than that, I will see everybody at 6:30 tonight as we continue with, I believe, chapters 16, 17, and 18 of Surviving the Acolytes. Until then, you all stay safe, and I will see you in a little bit. Bye.